All right, thank you, everyone. You're welcome to Plan B Express weekly crypto update. Tonight, we're going to be very brief and then just to give us some high effect about the market direction and, of course, opportunities that are still abound and why we need to be steadfast from June of this year. I'm talking about the next 3 months. What are we supposed to do? And then why you need to be on your toes and as fast as possible give yourself understanding, walking towards the next bull run. There are things that will first of all list for us, while we move forward. And you are new, you're welcome. We've always been telling our new people, first thing you need to have access to the right informations and have platform where you can make personal decision, about your crypto business. There's so many lies they've told you about the crypto, making it look like a Ponzi scheme or there's a scam or hit and run. But there's something that will clarify to us tonight. And then that clarification is going to help you a long way, to understand that everything it's about a kind of game. And of course, we'll be saying it like a politics. Yeah, so you don't really doubt that the politics in the system, not only in crypto, generally speaking, crypto, non-crypto, it's a game. And so you must understand, how to go about all of those things. And so helping yourself as a matter of fact. Now, if you fail to understand this perspective, you will always be a victim, okay? You always be a victim of circumstances. So get that clear to your mind that it's all about game and politics. And now, why everyone, jumping around right now, everyone is jumping around, everyone is trying to make a move, everyone is trying to, get what belongs to them before the next move, is the fact that the halving of Bitcoin is next year, 2024, right? And once we are close to maybe a year ahead, right? So there are 4 things you must take note about that will give you an idea of the next bull run is actually at hand and why you need to wake up and stand and help yourself as much as possible. Yeah, is the fact that number one, we start having a kind of promise falling interest rate. Yeah, okay, in the the Fed and all of that, creating all of those things, and you could have a signal towards, okay, we're moving towards the next. Then washing out of different scam platforms and all of that. So like we're going after this, we are going to bring them down, we arrest this group of people and all of that. Then Bitcoin halving, when it's about just a year ahead, the bull run will start kicking off. Technically, if I share some things, yes, they can be altered, but yet you just need to know whatever we may be having when the market crash down again, just know that that's part of the volatility and manipulation ahead of the bull run. And of course, more horrible hacking. Yeah, more horrible hacking. Yeah, you know that we are almost getting to the bull run. Now I'm going to share with us the issues about the digital space. Number one, just be independent and then identify where basically you want to be. And so I'm going to just like tell us now, looking at the market direction for this week, where are we actually going for the market, the Bitcoin, and I'll give you certain area you need to pay attention to in the market, or some coins you may need to run after. Some of us, if you have too much money in your hands, sometimes, right? I've told us about this Red Sea. The Red Sea, we've been finding it difficult to actually penetrate to it. And of course, it's quite difficult. Even when we enter into it, we get drained. I know that we could get drained in the Red Sea. We have said before we can say the bull run has started, we have to go above $31,000, right? That's not a guesswork. Just to know that we need to go above $31,000. and consolidate between 32, 31, and then you can say the bull run. So the bull run have not started, but we are in a preparation. That does not mean the market cannot still crash down to an unexpected price you never imagined. Just like people never expected this, but we have a double top and then we crash down and we take another move. Good and fine. Where are we going to go this week? We really need not to break this line, $27,200. Yeah. If you do, then for me, I can set price for market at 25,800 and as well as 25,300. So take note of this point. And then at $25,039 or $37 and point of control, practically maybe 24,000, or worst case scenario, come back to the point of control, $23,954. Now, the question you want to ask yourself is that, are there chances that we can flash down up to 20,000 again? Why not? So what should I do? Now, I know many wouldn't have much money for Bitcoin. So leave Bitcoin alone, but use Bitcoin as a watchdog. And just like I told friends, if you have been trading and you are doing your investment, now you just need to use Bitcoin as a roadmap for yourself. And then for Bitcoin or for the crypto market, I've told us, use your trading view. For instance, those of you who trade, okay, even if you don't trade, that you need to check DXY. Oh, God, so get. Okay, UD card. Never mind. Yeah, let me go to DXY. Yeah, okay. DXY. So we are stagnant, okay? We are stagnant. So long as this guy is stagnant, not making any good decision, so you to be careful. So long the DXY US dollar index refuse to make decision, be careful for your crypto entry. So I want to see a good move down of this guy back to where it come from. So I want to see not breaking, so instead of we had to retrace down to where it come from. So, but in a situation where we're going to have it, maybe down somewhere here and take a move. So you perhaps are looking at maybe move back to 103.9 or 104.5. That's going to be more difficult for BTC to rally up. So this is a week you need to be careful though. So because markets is going to be more volatile, let me say that, but the best bet we can have is to have sideways move. But this is where you can help yourself. This is where you can help yourself. Okay, if the market is going to move sideways, make a lot of sense. But the market break down unnecessarily will not make too much sense. If you break up unnecessarily, not make too much sense. So I want to have the market having a sideways move, and then for a while, and then I want to see the DXY break down, so eventually we can have a move. So what should I do then? Well, I'm going to arrive at, we're saying the knowledge is changing every 12 hours, and why you need to guide yourself and formulate a strategy, because all you're doing, I've seen a lot of people who fail to take advantage of wave and time of, trend of things. Yeah. So money move align with the trend of things. So if you fail to understand the trend of things, you lose out money that happen within the trend of things. So now, quickly, I'll go back to, so I like looking at BTC. Okay, let me just even look over here. So you can see, you want to see BTC crossing over this line. That'll be 28,200, and then break this 28,400 to continue to the Red Sea. So, but it's still very, 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 very dicey as it is now. The market's still very, very dicey as it is. So you want to be careful about BTC and look at it, no volume. You want to be very careful about BTC. To be very candid with us, you want to, as a matter of fact, you want to be very careful about BTC. That's the truth. You want to be very careful about BTC. And of course, if you are careful about BTC, I'm going to give you one secret. It doesn't matter, even as you are careful about BTC, does not mean you cannot make money from other move of the market. But just to tell you that this week, we're not having any good volume, as it were. So we can't really say what's going to happen, but we want to see ourselves, of course, breaking above 29. We're able to break 29, then we can go to 31. So, but without that, so for me, what am I going to do? For BTC, I'll set prices to buy at 25,000 plus, just like those points I mentioned. And what if it didn't come there? No bother. You take your money back to where else. But the reality is that the best bet for us is for the market to consolidate so that we can play some game. And I'll show you some game you should need to play. And I'm going to give you 2-3 coins I should pay attention on. And of course, analyzing some project we want to really make people to see more and take advantage of. You remember, we're in a connected economy, as it were, and AI is ravaging everywhere. So that's the trend and the hype of trend, as it were. So everyone, people are just hearing AI, and all of that. Some of those things, people are creating so many funny things around the AI tokens and then pumping it and then able to make insane money, as much as possible. So if you don't take advantage of the trend, money will come into your front and get out of your front as much as possible. I will tell you that. Now, but of course, while you are doing what you are doing, you need to permutate your base. Okay? I will always say, B, your 5 years to financial freedom via digital asset accumulation. So you are helping yourself to accumulate more digital asset, and that's why you need to develop strategy around legacy tokens, as it were. So let me quickly show us this before we now bring out some of those magic businesses that many of you have actually pushed aside, what people are making, silent, about them. So quickly, what do you need to do? Please pay attention to this token if you are not necessarily be on our paid forum, but those of us who are on paid forum will make money on this and we want to still buy more. I'm not giving you a signal, but I'm just showing you if you have time. For me, I will want to say, once you see crosses, another, let's just say at 2 cents, 6 penny, can buy some, and once it crosses 3 cents again, you can add to it. All right, you can add to it, yeah, because there's so many things around it, maybe upcoming, and so you may want to add to it. Number 2, like those of us, okay, wow, this guy has really pumped. So I think I saw in our groups, a guy was monitoring it, and of course, he said, what at exactly this at a breakout of 0.00, that is about 3 zeros, and there you are now. That means it has done 100%. So chances are there for this token. Don't put the trigger on my head anyway. You see the pump before. So for 1 cent now, is it 1 cent? Okay, 201. You can see. See over here. Yeah, where's this? Okay. So, okay, for here, stoppage at 80-something%, then give until maybe 120% or thereabout. Well, I'm not saying that's a guarantee for you, but if you buy, just watch it off. But it will have been good that to have a good breakout, but you can still buy, of course, literally cheap. Those are type of coins. These are type of coins. Okay, so anyone must have bought at the price we monitor it up to, we'll have. So by the time we get up here, somewhere here, you'll be talking about 242%. Then eventually, if you get up here back, maybe 300 to 400, 300 to 330% or 350%, and all of that. So it's called Magic GPT. And of course, we have seen the D. Then the last one is okay, Savant AI. Of course, those of us in private mentorship, even later come down. We saw the last 4,400%. So, but since then, it has not given me any buy opportunity. I have not added to my position outside the one I had before. So because I really want to have a break over here. And so you may not be following up the chart as it were, but you want to see if it crosses over back to 30, similar to, just that one, 3046, yeah, or 30 even 39. So, but you can write down, say, okay, Savan AI, it crosses about 30446, you want to buy. And of course, you can ride over to something crazy, very possible. So, but you will want to see that it crosses over here. So without this, just watch the game as it play out. Not buy any of it right now. So DTB, okay, Matrix. So DTB you can actually buy on Gate.io and other things. For Savan AI, you have to buy on PancakeSwap and the Matrix GPT. Yeah, these are very, very risky coins, but it's worth risking it. But don't put the trigger on my head. So, oh God, he asked me to buy now, it has dumped and all of that. So, but you want to buy some little, and when it pump, and the magic you would do is this. And I want to beg, if you buy some of those coins and it pump, don't sell and take the money to go and buy another thing. Use it to increase your stake in the portfolio system. I beg you, please. I beg everybody, because I've seen that sometimes when we make some money just once in a place, yeah, we empty the money out to other things rather than to increase our stake and capacity in the crypto space. So ladies and gentlemen, so important. We need to wake up so that we can build our ecosystem very well and our portfolio as much as possible. Okay, I actually have about 3 magic token, but I have not finished my work on it. If I finish it, maybe when we come into the new week, perhaps I could send it. But if I don't, just work on these 3. Okay, of course, those of you who are new, not the people who are old, you people want to check. Okay, let me go back to Wiggle. Those of us who are on Wiggle Swap, so Wiggle Swap. Okay, so those of us on Wiggle, we saw that Wiggle had actually done, of course, just trying to go back in again. I'm sure we, from the time we bought, I think it was last year, November or so. No, not even here. Let me use daily, sorry. So, of course. Yeah, it was around, yeah, around November. Yeah, I actually bought more around November when it did 301 something. Yeah, below, very, very low down. So before start capping up, and then we're still holding, and funny enough, we're still farming it. And so you should expect that a bounce of Wiggle. So, but you have to be very careful. Deep down to those of you who are new, you want to watch. Of course, if you are new, there's no need to wait for, because you do not have before, and you want to buy just some. Okay. But the good thing is this: if you are in our ecosystem, you can return back to your friends or your leader to give you a link about Wiggle Swap. Right? You can do the farming and not the pool, right? Not the pool, but you want to do the farming. Some of us have done some of those things, but we don't have time to start remembering them at all time to tell people, hey, go and take advantage of it. Quite unfortunately, people don't pay attention even when those things are shared. People always love this monthly performance system. Every day they are paying me this and all of that. So, but we don't leverage, because if you look at it from the all-time low of Wiggle at that November, right? Even upon this drop, it should still be above 2000%, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Good. So you can see Wiggle. So after the dip, you can see Wiggle's already going back, and so up until now is still up. You can see, okay, September September, because there was a time it was too closer, and somebody have to ask me, is that it has rug pull. It's about 6 months ago. And so now still seated on what's it called? Seated on the 2,400%. So some of those projects, they are hidden projects that you might not take them seriously, right? To buy them, you use FTM and then on their swap. So I'm still following up with them though. And so you can do farm. So if you're in our community, you have to ask your leader probably to give you a link if you want to do the farming, and then you collect this link and then sign up, and you want to, I think I've done a lot of video about WigoSwap, and then you want to see how it's been done. A token tool we've said, okay, everybody should always go through was ULX. I'm sure if you're in Plan B, you know more about ULX, how we have entered and come out. And of course, most of us in Plan B, who, if you have been following, we started farming at 300 and something percent. And I think right now it's about 80 something percent for the ULX farming, yeah, at Transwap farming. And of course, we are building a lot of big network marketing on the Mavi. So if you are a good networker, you love network marketing, you want to build the Mavis. So, and some of us are not too much, too much aggressive about network marketing, as it were. So, but why not? You can, as a matter of fact, get back to your friend to say, okay, please, this Mavi, how does it work and all that. But if you really, you have to be, I don't deny people of what they love to do, but I always tell people, please build network of what is worthwhile, okay? There are a whole lot of things happening everywhere today, and people come to say, hey, come and join this and all of that. Yeah, you can make money in affiliate, but build up the money you make in affiliate to build your portfolio. If you don't, there's no amount of money I've seen anyone making, maybe network marketing, and then eventually, without building wealth around it, they still come back, crawling and nothing happened, positively around them. They just tell you stories of when they were traveling to Dubai, to Paris, to all manner of places, and then nothing has happened thereafter. So I'm just saying all of this now so that we can build capacity as much as possible. Then another project that I'll draw attention to is that, please, and I want to correct one impression, like on our forum, those of you participated on our DAISY project many years back, I think 2 years or 3 years or something, and I read one comment, and I have to respond to the person that I have not made any amount of money. I say, no, that's not true. And what I will beg us is that once you are in a project, please, I beg you, once you have signed up on the project, you put in money there, don't run away from reading updates about those projects. Because when they now happen, and then they now reverse and upgrade and do a lot of new projects or things that ought to have been what we raise all money you've lost. Yeah, all the money you've lost, that's a time, okay. Yeah, that's those of you who are building, listen to me, please, everyone. If you are not too particular about network marketing, yeah, if you're not building affiliate marketing, yeah, if you're not building affiliate marketing, it's better for you to just do the Ortron swap, okay? It's just for you to go to the Ortron swap and do both the staking on for the farming, both the farming, right? Both the farming and the staking. So like now, 86%, and I'm sure those of us who have been there on the farming since last year, we've been massively doing a lot. And so for those of us who want to build affiliate and then lock some of your token, you can do 107% a year on the token bot. Yeah. So that's a good one, and it will discipline you not to waste it. So for myself, on ULX, I have both on the Mavi, and I lock that one on auto compounding to make me 107% in a year. And then, of course, you want to build the affiliate. You can make crazy money on the affiliate. And so you want to build, you want to just have that token locked there. Okay, after 1 year, I can open it. Then, but for my farming, it's more flexible. You know, one of the things in Plan B, what we do is that we love diversification, whereby this one can be here for this purpose and this one can be here for this purpose. Imagine on the same project, we're able to do a lot of things. We did 3 things. Number one, we bought in the back office for the Mavi, and that's the NFT staking. And then we go to the exchange, right? And bought to hold, you know, when the price was at about 1 cent, 2 cents. Yeah, remember? 2 cents. That's to be swinging that. I remember I've swung ULX token 3 times this year. And each of the swing, the first swing I did 35%. The other one I did how many percent? So I just know for the swing I've done on ULX, that is doing the swinging, I'm increasing the volume I'm having, which was this, yeah, ULX. So if you look at my swinging this year on ULX, you can see the way I've swinged. And of course, I was not hiding it to everybody. That is not being under pressure, no pressure. Okay, no pressure at all. Okay, this year, right? So this year, January something, December, around January or so, I'm sure we bought from this year, okay, bought from, did some move, sold at the top. No rushing. We're not doing rushing, man. I'm trying to, I bought 3 times or so. Okay, yeah, this one up here, this here, and the third one. So the last one I sold now, I'm still waiting because over here at about 110 cents, because I think somebody was asking me when it was about 8 cents plus. And I told the fellow, you know what? If we hit up to 10 cents, was it 10 cents? Yeah, 10 cents. So I'm going to sell and I wait. So, and if you look at it now, I'm still waiting. Now, you can see now it's already at a very good place to buy. And so with so many things that are happening, you can see my, area of value to see if I should buy or just to add more. So on these 3 times is to just increase my ULX, right? So 35, there's 135, there's 133, there's one. So give or take to be over 100 and something percent for that 3 move. Meaning, if I dedicate $100 to buy the ULX now, as you move and do maybe 30%, and I sold, that USDT is kept there. Yeah, it's kept there. And so when it break down again and buy, that means I've increased my ULX. Okay, then continually that way. And then outside that, doing this, the Ultra Swap, the staking on it, the farming, there's a staking of 142%. So you can see on the same project, just doing all of those things. Okay. Yeah, people are building the network. I think there's so many updates on our platform about the people are building the network when they are doing some promo on the hub and all that. But in Plan B, of course, we always love you to be flexible, because crypto is all about flexibility. It's not about big English. It's about flexibility, and you'll be able to do this, take advantage of this part time and all of that. Because sometimes, you may want to do, where you want to make money, let's say 50% or 10% on the project every month, or 20% on the project every month. And a time come, you take $500 or $1,000 and to buy a coin, and it pump up to 1,000 or 2,000%. You have made the money. It has not really disqualified that one you are making in gradual process, but your spread will give you an edge. If eventually that one was not working again, you won't have anything to bother about. And one of the biggest problems people have is that I've seen a lot of people when they're building, selling some of those affiliate marketing, they used to use the language, oh, I'm very focused and all of that. So, well, and then once such platform had problem, they have nothing to fall back to, obviously. And then you now look at the person who says comfortable and all of that. What really happened along the line? That's mispriority. So if I go, okay, no, I know it all. And so for this. And that's why I will tell people, spread, diversify. There is nothing wrong in spreading your tentacles, and then you could help yourself as much as possible. Okay? Then those of you want to do day trading, but I recommend swing trading. So, but of course, if you want to do day trading, why not? And those of us who are on CoinW, I'm sure by after this week or as we enter the new week, we're having some, maybe, if you have been on the forum, some of you are taking a trading call, because I see in my rebate, I'm seeing a lot of money in my rebate of people are trading on CoinW. I'm making a lot of money on the rebate. So imagine if I now have time to now on my phone, I trade. My trading is like a fund. I make it like a fund, and then imagine the more I trade, the more money I make on rebate apart from my profit. So those of you on CoinW and you're not using it effectively, then you are not doing yourself anything good, because if you really know what that thing is, you will want to use it. And then those of you too who are not using the what's this? OKs, all the AI and all of those things they made available there, those services crazy. So you're supposed to be making use of it, make money, anyway. Okay, so that's yeah, where is this? Okay, floating loss. There's okay. Okay, so I just want to be very brief tonight. Let me see, area I've not been able to touch. BTC, yes. All right, BTC. Excuse me. So so I was talking about Daisy. So now this is the narrative around the project. Now, when we put in and then we're waiting and everybody will go disappointed, okay? And then majority of people on the platform were not following the updates of the platform. And fortunately, because I would like to, for like myself, I got disgusted about the whole thing. When every time they come, oh, hey, recruit new people and all that, say, oh, it's all about recruiting. Fortunately, when they got it right, we missed out. How do we miss out? I asked person, what can, look at it here. What can 780% in, let's say 11 months, divided by 11, that's about 70% on the average, do for you on your, let's say, $1,000 investment. That's passive. So now $1,000, so 780%. So let's multiply by 7. So that's okay, sorry. $8,000 multiplied by 7, that's $7,000. Now that means worst case scenario, for the past 11 months, you've made over $7,000. That's, it will be more than that. Now, why I'm saying that is that when you are not making withdrawal of those money, it actually compounded, and then you will have done more than that. So, but even if you were maybe, okay, at some point I want to make withdrawal, now you will have been able to make so much money. But what if you have left it for just 1 full year? I'm just giving us some analysis about why you need to always be attentive to your platform or platform you have invested into. Yeah, you need to be attentive at all time to get going on. What's the health of my platform? What are they doing? If not, you're going to miss out. Big time you miss out, because when they bring a new trend or a new strategy of doing things, you just see yourself out of this entirely. So I'm sharing all this with us so that people come to me, ask me questions. Felix, I don't know what's going on about this project and all of that. It is not enough to buy into project and not paying attention to the project. You buy into a project, pay good attention. Either good or bad, pay good attention, because you don't pay good attention, there are chances that you will miss out of the best out of the project. That's the truth. Okay. Yeah, good. Yeah, fantastic. It was great. So a lot of people have missed out on some project that people have left. I think a practical example was this WigoSwap, right? A practical example is this WigoSwap. But listen to me. For the fact that we're not telling you, okay, buy WigoSwap and all of that, does not mean that WigoSwap cannot dump back to even 20-something cents. All right, sorry, 2022 something. You know, say, oh, after when I bought now was when this thing has come down, I will have waited. No, that's not true. You buy, the best you can do is to place it on your farming and allow it to be there. If you dump more, your dollar cost average. That's just the best. So there are a whole lot of things we working on to take advantage of and all of that. So you can see Wigo now, okay. You can see Wigo that even if I buy and it dump more, I buy more. So worst case, so you can see come back to how many? Maybe 2033. Oh, that's going to be a good discount for you. You just add to it. But right now you buy, okay, and then it's not coming down. You say, okay, I'm good with one I bought. Okay, let me just go to my Wigo platform and add on FTM there, right? Add up more FTM to do the farming. There are how many farming there, you put it over there and do the farming as it were. So, okay, DT2, okay, yeah, okay, and then we said Matrix GPT. Okay, so I think so that's just the thing I have for us tonight, just to make us, it's an awakening call. If you don't, so you can see people have been following, right? You can see the crazy thing. People have been following. So you can see it was a very nice buy for them. And now, this is massive, guys. This is massive. To be real, it's massive. This is massive. This is massive. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for turning on. So we're going to be updating us on some of our old platforms and projects, and they're reviving some of them. And, another one, I'm sure those of you who are new, somebody was asking me the other day, I said, when the market was dumping on what's it called? On Drip Network, the only thing I was doing, I keep on creating new, right? I keep on creating new wallets. I'll create new wallets, buy another package, or just doing that. Now, the question you asked me, Felix, what if it never rise again? Then we move on. That's the advantage. We move on. So there's nobody who is going to die. We move on. But I'm not intentionally wasting my money, but I will say it's better to lose by loss than to lose by miss. So you just need to wake up and then be intentional about the whole thing you're doing, rather than wasting, all the time. Let me see how it goes first. No. Better to lose by loss than to lose by miss. Then congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Again, those of us who today is 2026. So we just have about 4 or 5 days more for the promo of Evergreen FFS both Giant and the GDI boat to expire for the promo. After that, the promo back, it's going to go to normal price, $500 for the Giant, and then $200 for the GDI. So why not, if you're still contemplating, even if you do not have enough money to put in your equity now, I think it's expedient you just buy, your boat while you wait to raise your capital to start, trading with your boat. So I think it's expedient. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. Back to your projects. start reviewing a lot of projects that you have abandoned. And then among these 3 coins I mentioned, no matter how little money you have, so go get them. Not a financial advice anyway. Not a financial advice. So, but personal responsibility is one of the best bets in this space. The best bet is personal responsibility. We will always mention, I remember, okay, let me check a coin. I remember when I told us to just buy Hex based on we're already an investor to Hex. And again, based on the fact that we're getting a lot of new narrative. And Hex pumped crazily. So I wouldn't know, maybe it has dumped now because it was at 4 cents that time. Yeah, okay. I think it has done some good move eventually. Let me check. Hex. Okay, Hex. Crypto is fun, okay? But if you don't pay attention, you shoot yourself. You're like, okay, see Hex? Wow, it did 15%, 15 cents. And as at that time, it was at 4 cents. So let's say even someone who picked at 5 cents, but it was it 4 cents? I think it even went down to as low as 3 cents or something. Aha! So look at it here. Oh gosh. So it went down to as low as 2 cents in February. Yeah. Low as 2 cents. I even when I was just telling people buy X. All right. So imagine, and this type of move can deceive people. So even imagine when it was just at 5 cents that you bought. So please, everybody, be intentional, be personal in this your project, in your crypto business, in your digital business. That's just the truth. Okay, so right here. Okay, let's say just here to the body, 117%. Okay, March 11, right? March 11 to March 23. So you've done 117%. So even if you just $200 you put there, or $50, so your $50 will have done additional $50, which is 100%. And from there you can multiply. Just like these 3 coins I just told you guys. So let's say you have $50 or $100. So you say, okay, I do not have money for all the mentioned. So let me just do 2. Okay. So let me do 2. So perhaps you say, okay, let me do, you look at, okay, DT2, you buy, yeah. So look at this. So you may be afraid of this guy because it has really popped, right? So you say, okay, let me do Savant AI. But you know, Savant AI, you are still waiting to really confirm when it's done, yeah? So Savant AI, yeah, Savant AI. Savant AI. Savant AI. Good. So, okay, because you really want to have a confirmation, okay? Like I told you, for me, I can start buying now. So, but for a good buy, you want to wait till when it's at least 3029 or 303. So, but you buy small now, you add more to it. So when it from that breakup, you have dollar cost average, and then you have, so in between these 3, so let's say you have $150, $50 in each of them. Not a financial advice, okay? It's just a friendly advice. There's a choice, you make it, fine, you don't make it, no problem. So nobody's gonna force you to do what's against your will. All right, guys, so to have a nice time, enjoy yourself. So take notes. You have started your evergreen, call back to your friends and ask them for the link, get started, and then go back to all your old projects and start reviewing them one after the other, because then I said, be careful. All right, we'll get drained in the Red Sea, no problem. But I would love for us to go sideways, but anything can happen. We'll go parabolic, either up or down, but we're in a very, very delicate zone. So thank you very much, everyone. Do have a nice night. Bye-bye.